This is the most unpopular truck you can buy, and I'm only basing that off of the inventory that I see. I borrowed this truck from Larry H. Miller, Super Ford here in Salt Lake City. It is sold, but they may have more coming in. Be sure to ask for Diego. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see some of the options and features on this build. At the very top is the description, and then here is a short listing of the standard equipment. Be sure to pause it. And then down below are all the options. So this is a 501A equipment group. 373 max tow package was $570. Engine block heater, which I have not seen that in a while. Twin panel moonroof. Tow haul package, FX4. Bed utility package, which includes the Pro Access tailgate, bed liner, tonneau cover, and then you have a few other things down below here. Destination comes in at $1995 with a total price of $75,825. And here are the fuel economy numbers. Now let me set the record straight. I don't know why more people don't get the 5-liter V8, because if you go off of the online statistics, I'm talking about the comments, most people hate the twin turbo V6s. But every truck at this dealership, they probably have about 100 F150s here. All of them have the 3.5 liter EcoBoost, the PowerBoost hybrid, or the 2.7 liter V6 turbocharged engine. This is the only one with that 5-liter Coyote. So we'll talk about that here in a second, but I want to show you guys around the truck first. And then at the end, I'm going to show you guys the payload. Now when you get a Lariat, chrome does come standard, and also you get these LED headlights, projector style. And I love the new Ford logo with the white lettering. I've said that many times, and it has continued to be top of my list of things I like about this truck. Forward camera, parking sensors. Now those parking sensors, those might be an option, I think. But recovery hooks down below. And you guys can see, or you might not be able to see, those active grille shutters. They're actually closed off right now. And then off to the side, 20-inch wheels. And then check this one out. This is the longer bed, so 6.5 foot bed. And these chrome wheels have a really nice design. They are wrapped in a Hankook Dynapro AT2 tire, 275/60/20. And here is the capacity, 2,679 pounds at 51 psi max. You have a fabric material for that wheel well, independent front suspension, double wishbone. You guys can also see those fixed running boards, and then here's some of the badging on the side. Smart key system on the front doors. And here's a side view. Really good looking truck. These running boards are wheel to wheel. You guys see out back. It does allow you to step here to get something out of the bed. This one should have a 36-gallon fuel tank. And then here are the leafs in the rear. That lower one's going to be a helper spring. And then here's your shock absorber. No wheel well liner. And then there's some of your badging. Tail lights are full LED, and they did restyle that. And if you're not familiar, they did refresh this truck on the front end too as well. Rear parking sensors, and this one has that Pro Access tailgate. Class 4 hitch, and they do give you the 7 and 4 pin incandescent light bulbs there. Backup camera. And for the tailgate, you'll see the arrow right there. I'll show it to you in a second, but this is going to be a power tailgate, and it does still have that workstation, so you don't lose that with this new tailgate. Tough bed spray in. Also, you have the LED lights down here too. They're not coming on for some reason, but 400 watts of power, and you do have some tie downs also. As I said, power. Very clean design too on that tailgate, by the way. Now if you push this button here, hopefully you can see it, it does allow you to open the tailgate like so. And the reason why this might be helpful for some people is if you're hooked up to a trailer, you can still reach into the bed, or if you just want to step in, or if you want to reach in, it's just easier to do so. I think this is a really good step. Now I wonder if you can open this here. Yep, you can. So that's the other benefit you have too, is with this tailgate, if you don't want to put it down and you're hooked up to a trailer, well, you can open it this way too. I like that. So this tailgate has a lot of nice benefits for sure. And this just flips 2 more times, I believe. Yep, 2 more times. And it's a really nice tonneau cover. That's probably one of the best ones for half tons. It's hard, it should be waterproof as well. So there it is, the 5-liter Coyote. This is my first time seeing it in the refresh. Now you guys can see those packs there are pretty easy to get to. I see 3 of them. And then there's one that looks like it's a little bit further back. On this side, I think I can see all 4 very easy. So if you're gonna do your own spark plugs, this truck is super easy, but I'm not seeing, oh, there it is, I see it. It's just further back. You can easily get back there though. You just have to have some special tools. But yes, the 5-liter Coyote is the worst selling Ford truck there is. Now I know some people are gonna call this clickbait, but call it what you want. It's just facts. But good job to whomever ordered this truck, because you don't see these engines a lot, and I think 10 years from now this is going to be a hidden gem for sure. Now if you're not familiar, the 5-liter Coyote did get some updates back in 2018, so this is considered the Gen 3 Coyote. Now Ford did switch from the more traditional cast iron sleeves in the block to the plasma wire arc transfer cylinder technology, and that did increase the bore. Now here's my favorite update for this Gen 3 Coyote. It does feature dual fuel high pressure direct injection with low pressure port fuel injection. They did also increase the compression to 12:1. Now in the past, the Gen 2 was going to be multi-port injection and having direct injections. That's going to help with performance obviously, but having both, the back of those intakes do get cleaned. Now I still would add a catch can to this truck if it were mine, because hey, this is probably going to be the last year. I'm just assuming this might be the last year for the Coyote. In terms of the power, this truck puts out 400 horsepower, which comes on around 6,000 RPMs. By the way, that EcoBoost has 400 horsepower as well. However, where this truck just falls short 100% is the torque. So it only has 410 pound-feet of torque. That comes on around 4,250. That EcoBoost has 100 more pound-feet of torque, and that's because of the forced induction. Now all that power does go through a 10-speed transmission, and I forgot to mention, or really I forgot to show it to you, this truck does have that 373 locker out back, and donut style spare tire with the FX4 package. For some reason I thought that they updated that with this package. Here is the interior for the Ford F150 Lariat. This is a super nice, well-equipped trim. I think this might be the hardest one to beat. I may have to do some comparisons with the Lariat against the competitors to see if that's true. But on the door, you have this great design, brown stitching there, here, soft touch. And then check out this trim piece, looks really nice. Oh, sorry, I got a little glare there. Seat memories, you can power fold the outside mirrors. By the way, it has blind spot monitoring. And you have auto up and down front windows, power steering column, 10-way driver's seat, power pedals down below, and then here's some of the controls. You can drop the tailgate from inside the truck. Perforated leather, more of that brown stitching and now piping on the seats here. However, you cannot tilt the headrest, which I don't know why they make that optional, but yes. Love how big the steering wheel is on these Ford trucks. No heads-up display, but you do have a screen for your gauge cluster, and you have the 12-inch there. By the way, twin panel moonroof. Only GM, I think, and of course the Nissan Titan, which will be discontinued this year, don't have that, but Ram has that and Toyota has that with their full-size pickup trucks. B&O sound systems right there. And then just check out the dash too. You guys can see the sensor is probably beeping on my camera. That is for the Blue Cruise. But black liner for the interior. And let's go ahead and start it up. I'm not gonna take too much time here because I don't want to idle the truck too long. So here's what we have. Gauges. This is all I want to show you anyway. So shows you all your temperatures. When you put the truck in tow haul mode, you can actually have more that you can see here. You guys saw that push button start, right? Trailer brake. You have multiple drive modes. So you have sport, eco, tow haul, normal, slippery, also off-road, and this one does have rock crawl, I guess because of the FX4 package. And 360 camera view right here. Did it have bed view camera? I didn't check that. It does not have bed view. And here's some of the buttons at the very top. You have your stop start. You can turn on the cameras that way, parking, caution lights, traction control, and then downhill assist. No auxiliary switches, however, but that is available. You guys have LED lights, and that's how you control that big twin panel roof. Home links right there. And this one doesn't have the wireless charger, by the way. 2 USBs, and then check out this cover here. This does drop down. I don't know why you would want it to, because you don't have the workstation inside this truck. Cup holders, and then check this guy out. So you do have a lockbox here. Let's see something really quickly. You ready? Let's see. Oh yeah, the Glock fits perfect. I'm definitely going to lose a few subscribers for showing that, but nevertheless, you guys can see here, this does act as storage, and if you do carry a firearm, you can actually put it inside here and keep it safe. Dual climate control, ventilated heated seats and steering wheel, and then you have your 12 volt 120 volt plug, max 400 inside the cab, and then this is your glove box there. Power seat on the passenger side, and then out back, check this out, flat floor surface, 60/40 rear bench, and this one doesn't have the storage, although it does have a little bit of storage right there. I've never seen that before, actually. That's pretty cool. So you still have a little bit of storage, but it doesn't have the collapsible storage. Seat back pockets, grab handles. You guys can see that twin panel a little bit better. You have 12 volt power out back. I want to say they're the only ones that give that to you in the rear. And then you have your Type C, 2 USBs, and then you have that 120 volt power plug. I'm sure you guys saw the air vents too. Let's go ahead and check out the payload. Gross axle weight rating up front is going to be 3,750 pounds. The rear is going to be 4,150. Gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 7,200 pounds, and the wheels are 20 by 8.5 wide. You guys see that axle code is L7 for that 373 locker. And wow, I'm actually shocked by that. 1,429 pounds of payload. I guess I was expecting it to be about 1,700 pounds in that ballpark, especially with the 7,200 pound gross vehicle weight rating. But you know what? This truck does have a lot of options. That tonneau cover is probably taking in effect on this payload. These wheel-to-wheel running boards are probably heavier than just the ones for the cab. It has the longer bed. 20-inch wheels are heavy. Twin panel moonroof. All these things are going to take off your payload. So still a good number for a half ton. But hey, this is probably one of the best trucks you can buy right now.